BC. What's up, guys? Man, this is the end of the summer. The last video I did is when I had met Mazzy and a lot of the other crew from Chicago. But yeah, here's my end of summer finds. Man, I found some really killer stuff at the end of this summer. I'm gonna start off with the Blue Village vinyl finds. I had a major upgrade. It was foul so far. I had a Japanese press with all the photos, but when I ran across an original, I ended up trading it with a buddy of mine, man. I traded for another record. But yeah, this is the original German copy, man. I was so stoked to find this one, man, in Blue Village. Pretty clean. And this one also has it actually has the little portraits. I'll show a couple of them because I know the video will go a lot longer, but yeah, these are pretty cool, man. Look at that. It's a whole bunch of different ones. But yeah, that was the original German. The Japanese, they just had it as like in a book. But yeah, Faust, 1972 original. So far, my Faust is almost complete. I'm missing, I think, one or two. And also what I found there, which was so cool, I'm surprised they still had it. They had showed on Instagram, and I picked this up. A beautiful copy of Bob Dylan's I Want You. This is an original 45 picture sleeve. And this one has just like the Tom Thumb Blues. And this version sounds different from the one from the album. But yeah, this is on the original Columbia label. I Want You, Bob Dylan, killer. And another Bob Dylan I grabbed too was the Columbia. This didn't have a picture sleeve, but it was the Columbia sleeve, like a Rolling Stone, flip side, Gates of Eden. So that was my Blue Village finds, and yeah, that was a great pickup, man. And I was just amazed to find, and look how good condition this is from the 60s, man. This is nice, man. So now I'm gonna go into Milwaukee. I did go to Milwaukee the following week after the following weekend after I did the meetup, the VC, and I hit up one of my favorite shops, the Musical Memories, which is near the lake in Milwaukee, and I picked up. I saw this when I was going through. I always go through the new releases, and old boy said he just got this in. I had a 1980s one. I remember showing you earlier in the year. I bought from at a record show in Chicago. But yeah, this is a second press. Look how clean this was. I knew this was an earlier press because the one I had, it was like a darker yellow. But look at the gloss on here, man. This is stunning, man. Gatefold. Yeah, this is a second press. And the only reason this is a second press is it has the EMI box. If it didn't have the EMI box, it would have been a first pressing. Yeah, immaculate, man. Look how clean this is. Immaculate copy. So I grabbed that there. Tribe Called Quest from Midnight Marauders Award Tour. Grabbed that 12-inch there. They also had R. Kelly. And this one right here has like the Home Alone, Half on a Baby, and yeah, even though he's locked up, but I'd still dig his music. I know he's a jailbird right now, but he was one of the great R&B artists of the 90s and on to the 2000s. Yeah, but yeah, I grabbed this one. That was a promo copy. So I grabbed all of that at Musical Memories. That was a nice pickups, man. And then I went to I always say exclusive. It's not exclusive anymore. It's called Lilliput. Lilliput. I picked this one up for like $9. Frank Weiss. This one's nice. Southern Comfort. Killer lineup. Oliver Nelson, Tommy Flanagan, George DeVivier, Ray Barretto on the congas, O.C. Johnson, and Albert Aarons on trumpet. But yeah, Frank Weiss. I picked this one up. This one was like $9, man. It's nice and clean on the Prestige label. And this one's from the 60s, early 60s. It's an original. So I grabbed that one. And then I went over to, I went to Acme. I didn't find anything at Acme. And then I ducked over down the street to Rushmore. And to least of my surprise, I found the top. Yeah, this is a French pressing. I have a Japanese press, but yeah, this French pressing is nice, man. I couldn't leave that there. And he told me he bought a killer collection of alternative stuff, and a lot of people have been going through it. He said you should go to my website and check it out because I don't have it here, and I'm gonna show you another one I ordered from the Cure. It was this one early, the Caterpillar. Pick that one up, man. He had that there. This one's nice. This one has Happy Man and Throw Your Foot. I don't even have that. But yeah, this is a Holland press, 1984. And I know y'all remember I found that one doing my jury duty earlier this year. So I've been cranking out the Cure. I've been completing a lot of the Cure 12 inches, man. And then I did order this one. Never mind the Bullocks. I still haven't listened to it yet. I did pick this one up. I'm gonna get, when I get a chance, I'm gonna spend this, man. I've been getting so much stuff. I haven't had a chance to get this one, but I grabbed that. And then I took a trip to Oak Park Records, and I picked up quite a few stuff, man. Black Exploitation one. I picked up the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, and the reason why I got that was because of the Phyllis Hyman staple, Magic Mona. I grabbed that one. This is an original. I grabbed that there. 1993's, this is an original. He had that. Look at the hype sticker for the Coolin' You Babyface. And this was a killer find on Epic. Yeah, I grabbed this one. And this one highlights a lot of the Babyface. Yeah, this one, When Can I See You Again? Never Keeping Secrets, Rock Bottom, For the Coolin' You. This was a killer record, man. This is, yeah, 1993. Yeah, and Lady, 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 Quiet Storm song. That's a Quiet Storm classic that they played on. It's an R&B staple. I also picked up, he had this there. This is an original UK edition of Beer Cool Fish by Underworld. I used to play the hell out of this CD when this came out in '98, man. I was so stoked to grab this one, man. He had a copy of this. I couldn't have. I know they reissued it, but everybody's telling me that the original sounds slightly better. So I grabbed that there. And I picked up at Oak Park Everything But the Girl, Baby Star Shine Bright. Reason why I grabbed it for the Sugar Finney song. Great song. And an upgrade. I upgraded. This one's with the hype sticker. Nas' second album. Yeah, this is killer. Yep. On the Columbia label, it was written. Yeah, with the hype sticker. My copy was kind of beat, man. It had a lot of marks, surface marks and stuff. And he had an OJC, which was nice. This is an OJC of Mal Waldron's Impression. So man, that goes to my Mal Waldron collection. Definitely check out my Mal Waldron video. I had did it on his birthday on what is it, August 17th. is still up, and I got a lot of people to check it out, which was so cool. 300 something people checked it out. So yeah, this is on the New Jazz label, 1983 pressing. Love that purple, man. This is cool, man. And this one, the lineup is Addison and Farmer and Al Heath. Yeah, on drums. It's a trio. Love to find an original of that, but yeah, that'll do for now. Sounds great. And then I ordered online. The guy that was from the Rushmore recommended me to check out Electric Fetus too. He's friends with the guys over Electric Fetus over in Minnesota. And I grabbed this one. I didn't have this one in the collection. Love Songs. This is the American version, which is cool. It has the extended version. And then it has Too Late, Fear Ghost as your B-sides. But yeah, the Cure Love Song. Then after that, I hit up, tell you another shop I went to was, let me move some of this stuff. Another shop I went to was Record Wonderland. And in that Record Wonderland, I picked this one up. I know they just did a Tone Poet. And I didn't get the Tone Poet. I was going to get the Tone Poet until I ran across this one. This is a nice original copy. Kenny Dorham on the Pacific Jazz label. This was done live at San Francisco. Yeah, this is one of those San Francisco live ones. And this one has Walter Bishop, Jackie McLean, Kenny Dorham, Leroy Vinegar, and Art Taylor. Nice copy too, man. This is killer, man. This is live at the Jazz Shop San Francisco. And you know that's a legendary place, because Cannonball Adderley cut his album there a few years earlier. This one's from '62. The other one is 1959, 1960-ish. But yeah, Kenny Dorham, Jackie McLean into something. And then they do It Could Happen to Me, killer cover of that, Lover Man, and the San Francisco Beat. Oh boy, wrote that song. Check that out. That's a smoker there with the Kenny Dorham wrote. And then also, man, I picked up a major staple. This is a Roy Ayers, The Connection, Roy Ayers, Ramp, a demonstration, not for sale, on Blue Thumb, man. This is nice. And the reason why this album, listen to the song Daylight. Daylight is Bonita Appleblom, the sample from Tribe Called Quest. This one was an immaculate, because I was so stoked to find it. Look at that, no ring wear. This is from 1975. And then they do a version of Everybody Loves the Sunshine too. Smoking. But yeah, Daylight. Look at the back of it. Yeah, that's the group. Ramp. Roy Ayers. Yeah, dope. So that was that. That was Record Wonderland. And then now I'm going to end it with, this was some major heat. This was one of the records that was on my want list for years. I ran across an American copy that I saw at the Chicago Record Show, and they wanted $300. This was American press. I ended up finding a better pressing. I'm glad I stuck with my guns. I didn't even buy it. I never bought the reissue. I wanted an original. And the record I'm talking about is 1968's Odyssey and Oracle. Talking about a major pickup, man. This is an original UK. Look at the gloss on there. Stereo. Original UK on Columbia, on CBS. And I was so stoked to grab this, man. This one's nice, man. Nice copy. Got a little stuff on there. But yeah, CBS label. Odyssey and Oracle. And I was so stoked to add that to the collection. Yeah. So this was a major one. Major one of mine, Odyssey and Oracle. Yeah, everybody knows that's like one of the greatest albums of the 60s. One of the greatest. Yeah, and also I picked up a couple of black exploitation. Some more I added. I added this one too. I added another one. I got a white label promo. I found another clean copy of Foxy Brown. Couldn't leave it there. I grabbed that. And I got Shaft. I grabbed that one. It was pretty cheap. $9 for both of those. And then the final, they had this on the wall. I had a stereo copy. This one is a mono. Probably can't tell on there. There you go. Mono copy. Night Ballads. Yeah. That was a killer pickup, man. I couldn't believe how clean it was. They even had his other record too, Yesterday and Today. Yesterday, was it Today and Tomorrow? What is it called? I always say it wrong. I know I have it here. Let me pull it. This one. They had this one there, but I didn't. My copy was so clean, I didn't get it. That's my mono copy. They did have that there, but this was the one I already had that one. I grabbed this one. Look at the jacket on here. Yeah, this album right here is covers. Satin Doll, Round Midnight, Round About Midnight. Yeah, Star Eyes. Oh, you know, that's one of the great songs there, man. But yeah, that was my end of summer. Definitely was a killer, man. I found some really amazing stuff. But yeah, it was good to get out there and just still look for and still find and have some luck on some of the great titles. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Peace, VC.